I'm pretty impressed. I'm gonna give it... That's pretty good. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Oh, no. 2 out of 10. What a truly disturbing intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bone Zone. This is the official Slide Cream Shootout of 2022. It's an idea I had a little while back. Basically the idea, I'm gonna buy a bunch of slide creams, test them out, see which one is the cream of the crop, if you know what I'm saying. So basically I went on Amazon. I've been a trombone player for a long time and I work at a brass repair shop. I know the popular slide creams that are out there. I know what people are using. I'm not going to use any two-parters. So in this video, there's a couple of liquid slide creams and a couple of regular slide creams. The old school, like solid, creams in like a little tub. So I bought a bunch of them and we're going to put them to the test today. So the two test subjects I had was a Yamaha YSL 600 trombone and a Shire's custom jazz trombone. Both have really great slides. One's large bore, one's small bore. And as I said, I work at a brass repair shop outside of Chicago. And so I just completely cleaned them. We worked on them, brought them up to snuff. So both slides are working perfectly. The Shire's is a little bit better than the Yamaha, but not by like a ton. So my process, clean the outer slide with a slide snake, the Brass Saver slide snake, and then wipe the inside with a microfiber cleaning cloth. That way there's no mixing of slide creams or anything. It's the most thorough way I can do it, pretty quick, because I tested a lot of slide creams. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion. Whatever works for you, works for you. Older slides are gonna be a little bit different than newer slides, and really well-performing slides are going to use a different slide cream than a poorly performing slide, so keep that in mind. But this test is to see which one is the best on really good slides, which I have. So when I get connected to the TV, we can get this video started. So let's rock and roll. Here we go. Sit back and relax, and I'll be the moderator for the test. Or whatever. Zero alcohol, by the way. All right, so that's my microfiber cleaning cloth, and I'm probably gonna cut through a lot of this, but it's basically just me proving that I'm cleaning my slide. Just so some crazy people out there don't claim that my slides were dirty or whatever. Kind of hard to tell in the video, but I'll let you guys know what trombone I'm using as it goes on. I put down a mat there, so that was my only protection if my slide falls, because I've got concrete on the ground. So I did a little drop test. It turns out the drop test doesn't really determine which slide cream is the best. I thought it would, but it turns out they all kind of dropped at the same point, unless it was a really bad slide cream, which is definitely a thing. All right, trombone slide cream shootout. Here we go. All right, so first up, we've got the Monster slide cream. This is a new one. Cleaning the slide. So this was really interesting, as you'll see in a second, but no instructions on the back or anything.
Oh, it's thick.
Yep, it was very thick.
It has a smell.
So this is where the drop test was like, yeah, this is not good slide cream.
Oh man. Alright, let's see, like it actually falling off. Okay, let's straight up and down. Oh man. Alright. We'll do a straight up and down test too to see how quick. More is not gonna help. Let me get some water on this. It has a kind of a grape smell to it. Let's get some water on here. It's not falling, it's... Alright, let me put a dab on there. Just do a little dab.
So I cleaned it really quick and then just put a little dab on there.
Okay, that's better. Alright, so right there. I feel like if you need to put less, then maybe put it in the instructions. Alright, let me play this for a second. Not bad. with a small dab. All right, let's move on.
Was not that good. Compared to the other ones, it was very bad.
Okay. Up top to bottom. That's pretty good. Little gummy. I'm gonna give it out of 10. 10 being perfect. I'm gonna give it a 6 for both, honestly. Worked a little better on the heavier slide, but
All right. So the Monster Slide Cream was really bad. It's a new product, and I was kind of hoping that it would be a little bit
Joe
better.
Alessi secret formula.
Right. Oh my god. So I'm just discovering there's a lot of danger notifications on here, so that's a little bit weird too. It says it right on the back, danger, danger. It says aspiration hazard, and there's a little picture of a human. Anyways, just not a good product. I remember it did work a little bit better with just a dab, but, you know, if that's what it's got to be like, just tiny little dab in water, then you got to put that in the instructions, you know. So, big fail on that one. Really not a good product. Move on to the next one. All right, up next, the Joe Alessi Trombone Slide Cream. This is a pretty new one as well, I believe. Whoops.
I can still smell that Monster Slide Cream. I'm telling you, it smells like grapes. It smells like it's got like a grape scent to it. It doesn't say scented.
Alright, so this was the exact opposite. This one has a ton of instructions, which I followed in the video. So that was kind of interesting to see. Like, it's like on the whole side of the bottle. Anyways, it's good. It's a good thing.
Shake well. It's kind of stiff. Alright, got the line in there.
Yeah, it's a really stiff bottle, which is unusual.
Pretty good. And so it's a little bit gummy feeling. Let me put a little bit of water on it, but better than the Monster oil. Okay, I'm gonna give it, I could change this later, but right now I'm gonna give it a 7.5. That feels pretty good. I wouldn't use it on this trombone, but it feels pretty good. 7.5 for now. Alright, there doesn't seem to be a residue left over from the old slide cream. It's a really stiff bottle. Sure, if you use it a couple times, it won't be as stiff. Alright, put it on individually. Alright, this is a bigger, heavier slide.
Oh, yeah,
larger bore trombone.
Following the instructions.
That's okay, it hangs a little bit at the beginning. Put a little water on. I just feel like that's going to make it a little bit better, but very little, as the instructions say. Yep, that makes it a little bit better. I'm gonna give it a 7. 7 out of 10 on this one.
So that was an interesting test. Yeah, one weird thing about it, the bottle is really stiff. And like these other ones even, like it's, I don't know if you can see, but it squeezes. You see that? It's squeezing. This one, like you have to squeeze this out. I can't even, it squeezes, but it's like 3 times as hard to squeeze. I mean, I'm sure if you use it a bunch, it'll loosen up, but just kind of a weird thing I noticed. Lots of instructions. That was kind of interesting. I followed them. It didn't work as well. I pretty much always have found that just putting a little bit of slide cream at the bottom of the slide where it's kind of expanded there, a little bit of water, that seems to always be the best. And that actually was the case with all the slide creams. So it was an okay slide cream, but compared to the others, it was not the best. It's just an okay slide cream. Ultra Pure, you make really good valve oil. That's what we use at the shop. All right, up next, Slido mix. Again, lots of instructions. I ended up not following them, but it's good to have instructions. The instructions were very different. It actually wanted you to go up and down the whole entire slide, which is interesting. Made in Germany. Germans are very good at making things.
Well,
shake it up.
No, it did not say anything about water. That felt pretty good.
This is a really popular slide cream. I know a lot of people that use it.
A little bit of water, just because it seems to always help. No water. It doesn't seem to help. But I'm going to do something a little different here. I usually only put a dab on the bottom of the slide. So let's see how that works. A little bit of water. Neither of those help. It actually works best. It does
I'm
work
such
best
an idiot.
when
I
you
have my
follow the
trombone slide on upside down. Stupid idiot.
To the Joe Alessi, my slide's upside down.
Makes a big difference.
You know what? With my slide the right way, it's actually better. I'm going to give it... That's it. Actually, it feels really good. Just a little dab at the end. You know, probably a little bit of water, too. That feels really good.
Yeah, this was a really good slide cream. I was actually pretty impressed with it.
I'm going to give it an 8.5. That moves pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Just a little bit at the end. Good amount.
Testing on the other trombone.
A little bit of water.
Again, totally ignoring the directions and just doing it my way, putting a little bit at the end and a little bit of water. Nice graphics. I'm good at
Not
graphics.
working as well on the big slide, but still, I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to give it a 7.5 on this one because it is working a little better than some of the other ones.
Really good slide cream. Not a lot else to say. Really solid choice. Pretty good price, too. Alright, up next, the Yamaha trombone slide cream. This is a slide cream I use, and this is what we use at the shop. It's very, very good slide cream. But I was curious to put it up against all the other slide creams.
Alright, I'm going to follow the instructions. I'm going to put a little bit on here, move it around, make sure it's even. Oh, man. It's so good.
Again, I ended up not following the instructions, but it's always good to try it out. You never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my method here. Some at the bottom. There we go. I I like my method a little bit. Just a little bit at the bottom of the slide. Spread it around. Put some water on it. Works so well. I'm probably going to have to adjust the scores a little bit because this is the best one. This is as good, I think, as it's going to get. It moves.
That's satisfying.
Like when it's parallel to the ground. The Yamaha is a 10 out of 10. It's perfect. That's what we use at the shop. It's perfect. It's as good as it gets right now.
It's a very, very good slide cream.
And
I don't know what they're putting in that stuff, but it's good. I don't even know what slide cream is made out of.
You know what's weird is that on this test, it seems to have be the opposite. It seems to fall on its own, not as good as the ones that scored way worse. So up to down, feels pretty good on this trombone. Again, the slide is not quite as good as the Shire slide. Yep, 10 out of 10. That's a great slide cream.
I had to play that song in Hershey Park. That's why I know it. So yeah, again, not a lot to say. Just a really incredible slide cream. This one too is a new formula. I've actually seen people with the old formula using it, so it must be pretty new. I used to have the old formula. I really think they improved it. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Let's move on to the next part.
All right, that's the liquid slide creams. Let's go into the solids. I actually like this spray bottle a lot. This is Ultra Pure Trombone Mini Mist. It's actually really nice.
SuperSlick. I used that when I was a wee
lot
lad.
of people use this. I used to use it when I was a wee lad.
Oh,
no instructions. I'm just gonna put some on the bottom. I gotta stop doing that. Just a little bit down here, because that's where the slide is touching. That's where the inner slide meets the outer slide. It's on the bottom. Definitely probably gonna. Definitely gonna probably have to put some water. Well, this test will be good for this. You see, with no water,
not
and it
good.
should probably just say. Look at that. That is straight up and down. It should probably come with something that says spray water on it, because that's only going to help. Let's put a lot of water on it.
Yep. No directions. This stuff has been around forever.
That's not. Sorry, dudes.
My dogs.
Thanks, dogs. Alright, a little bit on the bottom. Again, spray it with water.
Now my dogs are running upstairs. So they're disturbing me in this video and in this video.
No. 2 out of 10.
Really bad slide cream. I see people still using this, and some people are convinced they like it, but it really hurt the performance on my trombones. It was very bad. I would never play with it. It's been around a long time. I mean, I wouldn't use it. Very bad score. I forgot what I gave it, but very bad. Definitely the worst so far. I think the worst performing in the entire video. Sorry, SuperSlick.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the last one of the day. Trombotine. I used this for a very long time.
Trombotine, baby.
Come on. Got a lot of good memories with Trombotine. So whatever way this goes
good or bad, go ahead and tell them why Trombotine is good, whether this is going to work out well or not. Because it lasts an eternity. I have had, it'll last a year. It lasts so long. It's a great value. Oh, no. Okay, it's moving, it's moving. It just takes a second. It's buffering. Yeah. I got scared a second. Okay, it's moving. I'll make it. You know what? That's pretty good. For a solid slide cream, I'm really impressed. It's not quite as good as the liquid. I would almost put it in between that. I would put it probably between the Slido mix and the Alessi. It's actually really good. So keeping in mind, like, you know, keeping in mind the value of it lasting forever and being a pretty damn good slide cream, you know, take it for what it is. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Little bit, very little bit. It's gonna last longer. And some water. Yes! I'm happy. I knew I loved Trombotine. I knew deep down in my heart. Sometimes you gotta work it in there a little bit. Oddly enough, it's not working very well on this Yamaha slide. My lighter slide, it actually works pretty damn well. This though, I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. That's about where this is at. It's not working very well. So yeah, I was a little bit scared that it was going to be like really bad because I used it for a long time, and I always just liked it a lot because it lasted so long. And that is the number one thing about the Trombotine. You only need a little bit. The tube that it comes in will just last for an eternity. I swear I've had some of those for like over a year, maybe even 2 years. Like, they just last so long. So keeping in mind, you know, it's not the number one slide cream. The Slido mix is even a little bit better, but the liquid stuff goes way faster. The Yamaha stuff that I use maybe lasts a month if you play every day. The Trombotine goes a lot further. It still works really well, and it's a really good price. So if you're being cost conscious, if you're keeping cost in mind, basically the Trombotine is the way to go because it still is really good. It's not the best, but you're saving a lot of money using that. So there's that to keep in mind. When I was a poor college kid, I was using Trombotine. I was not buying a $15 Yamaha slide cream every single month. Kind of weird it didn't work super well with my Yamaha. Not really sure why that was, but it just didn't. I think I had the slide on the right way, but who knows. But anyways, really solid choice for slide cream. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See you again in the Bone Zone. Or go back. I should put some graphics and sound effects in there. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll keep doing these videos, every year if the companies, because they tend to change their formulas. So, maybe there'll be a 2023. Who knows? If people actually watch this video, And if you want more people to watch it, then go ahead and share it with people. Like, subscribe. I don't know what people do nowadays, whatever year you're watching this. Yamaha is the winner, and I'm going to say the runner-up is the Trombotine, just because of that, the value, which is very important for us trombone players, isn't it? All right, everybody have a good day, and I will see you all again in the Bone Zone. Goodbye.